Okay, so I want to get back in and kind of do more Dokkan videos and whatnot. That's what my channel was originally a long time ago. Probably 3, 4 years ago, before I switched over to doing mainly NFL stuff, which helped grow it even more. But I want to get back to my roots. I want to do some videos on this. So throughout this month of March here, we're gonna go ahead and do a couple Dokkan videos. Um, I am probably gonna do like videos on the Super Saiyan Gods and then the Super Saiyan 4s just because their EZAs are just so fun to use. I've been using them throughout the day. I was using them at lunch at work. Had half an hour there to just kind of sit and just do some events and play with them. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Just it was like I can't wait to get home, use them more, beat some more events with them. And yeah, so I'm probably gonna do more videos on the Super Saiyan Gods throughout the month of March here because obviously, if you don't know, if you're just finding this channel here randomly off of this video, month of March, I am doing 31 videos, 31 days, one video a day. I have not done a video a day in probably about a year and a half, 2 years. And I'm going to challenge myself to try to make sure I can get 31 videos in the month of March. So obviously some are going to have to be pre-recorded and whatnot. Some, if there's breaking news for whatever is it going on in the world, we'll talk about that too. But this one's easy. This one's I can just film. I don't have to worry about I need it by this date. I need it by that date. I guess the only thing is there is an EX part most likely, and I'm going to be just talking about how fun each 10th anniversary unit has been. Technically, there could be another EZA or a Super EZA or something coming for the EX part, and so I might have to make another one of these. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. So this is not the best units ever, the best units in the game, top 10. This is my personal experience of how fun they were to play with, to use. And we're gonna just start with Frieza. I like a lot of other people. I don't like him. I don't enjoy him. The Goku side is not bad. He's interesting. Obviously, they have decent animations. They're or I shouldn't say their active skill. Frieza's side of the active skill is obviously the one that does the attack from the end of the tournament of power. That one I really like. I like that KO screen, but the fact that you can't get to Goku to what is it, turn 4? Like I don't. They didn't give Frieza anything. He doesn't stack defense or anything. He doesn't really have like damage reduction or he doesn't like do anything. He's just there. Like I the one complaint with this anniversary is that 6 units are just bad. And honestly, I could probably put Evolution Blue Vegeta down here too. Like I really might. I think I'm gonna leave them there. I really think I'm going to because both Tournament of Power units got shafted in the way they're designed. And obviously, Frieza Goku got designed way better because they're a tag unit. Tag units are brand new, obviously. And so they're gonna make them want people to use them. I do think a Goku Frieza is perfect for a tag unit. I think it's fully anniversary level hype. The Man the Carnival LR, which I'm a-okay with. Obviously, you have both fusions being the Dokkan Fest, which means you can do literally anything for the Carnival LRs. And I mean, you have Super Saiyan 2 Goku. You have a transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's just they did really well with the picks. Now, Vegeta, I mean, I guess they wanted to do a lot, of different type of units. You have a Goku represented as Carnival. You have a Gohan represented. You have a Frieza represented who goes into Goku too. And so I don't hate that they did Evolution Blue Vegeta as a Carnival LR, but I don't know. I just he's worthy of a anniversary spot, but I just don't like his kit at all. And obviously, if you go online, you go anywhere online, people are talking about how he's just a normal merchant. They call him 007. I love that meme. Zero supers. What is it? Zero super, zero something, and 7 normals. I don't remember what that other zero was, but I absolutely love that meme. But for some reason, both Tournament of Power units just got really shafted in this unit. in this unit in this anniversary. And I don't know. I like that Goku Frieza is a moment, is a character. I think it's a really big moment, especially for Super. You could probably argue it as like probably a top 10 moment overall in the franchise. So like I don't hate that. But Evolution Blue Vegeta is, I don't know. He's not as hype. Obviously, he's still, like it's still like a fun moment. Like, him first transforming it, standing next to Goku when Kaioken was good. But they just like, even his animations are okay. Like they just really didn't care about this Evolution Blue Vegeta at all. He was literally a last second probably pick. Like he was last in dodgeball is what he was. But my big complaint for the 10th anniversary is they stretched thin outside of the Dokkan Fest dollars, because obviously they made up really good. Like their animation wise, kit wise, everything about them really good. And I'm just gonna put them. I don't need to talk much about them. Well, I guess kit wise there are some problems with the Goku and Vegeta, but like animation wise, like they did really good with those animations, especially the fusions. But like Vegeta just feels like he wasn't nothing. Even Gohan, and let's talk about Gohan, because I'll put him at really fun. I go back and forth, because obviously you got to build him up before he looks really crazy. But Gohan, like there's some weird shots of his animations that are like, okay, like that's kind of a little weird. But then there's some amazing shots, like his active skill. Oh my god, his active is insane. I love that KO screen too. Oh, they cooked with that active. And I'm not saying that the animations look really bad for the 12 and 18 key, because they look really good. Like they look really good, but there's just certain like frames that it's like, eh. Like if I know something years ago was the Tech LR Super Gogeta, the 12 key for him. Even to this day, it still looks a little really weird. But I remember a lot of people really hated it back then when he first came out. And he was a Tanabana unit, so he was a very hype unit. He was very good, obviously, but even he had some weird like frames, especially in the beginning of his 12 key. And that's kind of what Gohan had. But like once you get past that first turn with him, he's just so fun to use. He's just doing great. Like I saw like 70 million attack stats with my Gohan at one point, and it's just like, okay, buddy, okay, you're that guy. Like you are fun, you are crazy. I don't like that he leads full power, but it is what it is. Obviously, I mean, full power is not a bad team, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done like hybrids or something else with him. I Okay, well, I mean, this is probably be a bad idea, but I was gonna say Super Saiyan 2, but Super Saiyan 2 isn't really that good of a category right now. Like, there's some options, obviously, but it's not, like, well, it might be top 15. I was gonna say it's not top 15, but it could be a top 15 category. I haven't. That'd be a fun thing to do. That's what I should do this month: is sit down and kind of rank like a lot of these categories. But yeah, so like, Gohan, just a really fun unit. We'll just touch on really quickly with Goku and Vegeta here. The fusions. I don't need to talk much about them. Their animations are amazing. Vegito and Gogeta, their kits are amazing. I go back and forth on the Vegeta side of the Gogeta unit, because he's fun. He's like the animations are they're good. I mean the Goku, the weird kick that Goku does, he just turns to a Beyblade and just says kick 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 kick. That's whatever. But I do wish too, just real quick, I do wish that Twin Dragon Fist was its own unit. Why did they take that? Ah, that moment. I love that moment in Future Reborn of the Super Saiyan 3 Twin Dragon Fist or Dual Dragon Fist, but whatever they call it. I forget what they call it in the games, but I'm gonna call it the Twin Dragon Fist because I believe it somewhere calls that. But I wish they saved. You could have done like Dokkan Original for him or something. I don't know. I just really wish that Twin Dragon Fist was its own unit. just give me a a brand new Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku that does it. There's obviously the old tech one that does it, but you can update it because those animations are from like 2017 or 2018, whatever it was. So I like that's just a personal beef, personal just like hey, I hatred of that because I want that to be its own unit. They even like the Goku, the Vegito. I'm sorry, the Vegito, the Goku Vegito. He even uses Super Saiyan 3 in that. Neither one is on Super Saiyan 3, which is weird because there's been other characters in the past. Actually, I have it right here. We'll go Daima Goku. Daima Goku's on Super Saiyan 2. He does it in his active skill, and he's on Super Saiyan 2. Like, they they could have just threw both of them on Super Saiyan 3. It's not like that category's like a top 5. I know obviously if you put Goku and I'm sorry, like Vegito and Gogeta on that, then it makes them really, really, really good. And that's probably a top 10 category if they were, but I don't know why you don't. Like I don't know why you can't just be like, here you go. Let's just add one more thing here. Here you go. Like, especially because you got this guy. I love this guy. This guy's so fun. But you have another Super Saiyan 3 unit here. You could have had 3 Super Saiyan 3 units that, but instead we just get the one, the GT Goku. I completely went past my point with Vegeta here. There's just so much to talk about with these 2 units. But obviously the Goku side, if you put him in slot 2, he's untouchable the first 2 rotations. He basically has 90% damage reduction. So, like, you can't touch him those first 2 rotations if he's in slot 2. Vegeta doesn't really have that. He just has, like, guard and whatnot. So, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about him. Like, it's okay. Obviously, again, he's meant to stack. The Goku side is meant to stack. But I think I like both the Angel Goku and then from the Gogeta unit, and then the Angel Vegeta from the Vegeta unit better than. Well, okay, the Goku Vegeta unit is a little closer to the Angel Vegeta unit, but I think I like both of the the other tag side better than the ones you start out with. And obviously that's on purpose. Like they want you to be at your weakest turn 1 with these units because obviously you get to turn 4, turn 5. Turn 4 you can tag, turn 5 you can obviously fuse. And you get to that, it's just so much better. I mean, the Goku side of the Gogeta unit has Viku or Veku or whatever you want to say, whatever they call him. And he's a Ghost Usher. And is it Dodge? I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna pull him up here as I'm talking about it. But Veku is 100 times stronger than breaking the Patara, which is just was it guard? I think you get a little damage reduction and guard, and then some more stats. So here I got I got it in the background. You can't see me pulling up Goku here, but let's see, Veku. Yeah, yes, he's guaranteed dodging for 3 turns. So you have a Ghost Usher plus guaranteed dodge with that Goku for 2 rotations. Like, and you don't even get to see the dodge the first rotation because, again, of the Ghost Usher. So, like, just like, there's so many parts between the tag units for the Goku and Vegeta on both sides, and then obviously the fusing parts too. Outside of the taunt mechanic, and obviously Vegito counters, I think I like the Gogeta unit better. But that taunt for the Vegito unit is just insane, and you're just doing so much damage with that taunt. There's nothing like even coming close to that in a single turn. But Gogeta, literally, you can't like what is it? Negative nullifications or whatever they call. What do they call it? I can pull up the Gogeta page right here too. What do they call it? Nullifies negative effects, so you can't seal, stun, attack debuff, attack lower. You can't do any of that stuff to Gogeta at all. Which, I mean, it doesn't. It's not the same as a taunt unit, but when you are, have a 54% support for that turn for everyone, and you're just making the Vegito counters look a million times better when you have those two linked up next to each other. Like I just I'm sure a lot of people have Vegito at 1, and obviously for good reason. Like I have him neck and neck with Gogeta, but I don't know. Like if you don't count that taunt, I feel like I like Gogeta better. And that taunt is really the only thing like holding Vegito like above Gogeta. But again, the 54% support that Gogeta gives Vegito as well really helps. So like I don't know. They're 1A, 1B. It's just like that's just them. Now we'll talk about Super Saiyan 3 Goku that transforms to Super Saiyan 4. He's got I think is it I don't remember if it's 70 or 90% dodge. I'm gonna just pull up his card. I can't remember what Goku oh shoot, they don't have him on. Okay. I gotta go into cards and I gotta find it. I don't remember how much dodge he starts out with in Super Saiyan 3 for that first I think it's 4 turns, I believe. Great chance. So it looks like it's 70. Okay, so not 90, but it's 70. It feels like 90. It literally feels like 90. There's been so many attacks that have dodged with this unit. It doesn't feel like he has a 70%. It feels like it's 90 or 100. I've gotten hit with him a few times. But like he's so fun. And then you have the Great Ape for 1 turn, which just negates any super attacks on that rotation in whatever phase you're in. And you go into Super Saiyan 4 and you're buffing. You make literally these guys specifically the Super Saiyan 4s way better. They share, I think it's 6 out of 7, I believe. Yes, they share 6 out of 7 with the Gogeta unit, with the physical Gogeta units, Super Saiyan 4s. And it's just yeah, that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is insane. And obviously not like he's probably number 5. Like you have the fusions at 1 and 2. You have the 7th anniversary fusions at 1 and 2. And then it's probably Goku. Like this is probably how it is. And obviously, like you can probably argue like Gogeta number 1. Like you can probably. But like bare minimum, he's number 3. But like I mean, the gods like LR gods are right there with him too. But after the first 4 units, I think like you have to have Goku at 5. I think you have to. I like he's insane. Like what they did is. He's a 2-turn support buff. He's was it 70% defense, I believe? An additional 10% damage reduction. I mean, just like he stacks, by the way. I forgot to mention that. He stacks. He did. Like, what are you gonna do? Like obviously he can be killed, right? He can be killed. He gets additional attack and defense for every 4 key spheres obtained. Like, oh my god, I love this unit so much. He's so fun. I've had this Goku, all these challenge runs that a lot that the Goku he's been on a lot of those challenge runs. I have him on every team, and he transform with them. It's so easy to transform with them. It's either is it 70%? I believe it's under 70%, right? Yeah, under 70% or turn 5. So there's 2 ways to get him. 2 easy ways. And if you do that, is it Battle Hardened Foes, I believe? Where it's, 2 to 3 phase fights and it lasts like 5 turns, 6 turns, 6 turns. You can get, Super Saiyan 4 Goku out and you can just be like, here's the support. And, next rotation, we're ending this. Like, we're gonna pop the gods. We're gonna pop Super Saiyan 4s. We're gonna pop the fusions. The 10th anniversary fusions, and we're just ending it. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku's like, hey, yeah, that's me. I'm supporting them all. That's me in the background too. So he's just so fun. It's so fun. I love everything about that unit. Buhan, I'm gonna put Buhan in really fun. He's the best Super Easy A. I'm gonna go here with him. I'm gonna probably do that. I think I'll do that for all the. We have Gohan, so we'll talk about Gohan. I'm gonna leave him here, and he's not like super crazy, super bad. But we'll talk about all these super easy A's. Buhan, I feel like you have to be living under a rock to not understand Buhan and not know like Buhan is just that guy. Like he's that guy. Like if I did a TUR tier list, he's probably top 3. I think you can't have him lower than 3 probably. So like Glorio's up there. Oh god, TURs. Probably Daima Goku. Like Angel Super Saiyan 3 still up there too. He's still up there. They just like they made short form content, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, this guy's 90% defense turn 1, 70% defense turn 2, or his second rotation turn 3. Like, so it's probably. Oh, where would I rank Buhan above? Buhan is probably behind Glorio. But I think you could probably put him at 3 behind. I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku is 2 or 3. Diamond Goku, I love Diamond Goku. I only have him at 55%. I've been using him a good amount of 55%. So I don't know what he's like at, Rainbow or whatever. And obviously I have Buhan Rainbow. Like Buhan's Rainbow, obviously. But I feel like probably I would have Diamond Goku at, 4. I don't know. But Buhan's just that good. He's just that good. Janemba's really good. I don't like they made all 3 extreme super easy A's better than the super versions of them. And the problem is Gogeta's good. Like Gogeta's really good. I almost want to take this category out, this whole row out and put Gogeta up here. But I don't know. But like Janemba, I don't know. Like I'm kind of want to maybe take back my statement. Maybe Gogeta's better than Janemba. I don't. That's close. He's at least those 2 are close. Super Vegito is bad. Like compared to Buhan, Super Vegito is bad, and he's a weird unit. I don't really like him. I stopped using him like basically like after the Part 2 LRs came out. Like after Gogeta came out, like I just kind of stopped throwing Super Vegito on teams. Like I just don't really use them anymore, and it's only been like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks since he came out, and I just like don't like. He's not a super terrible unit, but compared to a lot of these other anniversary units, for how fun they are, I just don't. I don't know. Like when you have the god of counters, like they could have made his counters like he could have probably stacked on his counters or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't like Super Vegito, the Super Easy A really a lot. Funny thing is, so I haven't used Cell a ton. I've only used them probably to count like 5-6 times compared to all these like other Super Easy A's. I've even used Gohan. I've used Gohan like 10-15 times. But it's mainly a super class dominant 10th anniversary. And obviously you can throw, extreme units on there, like Football Frieza's fun units just kind of throw on, like Battle of Fate or something like that. Or if you're doing a challenge mission, you can just throw him on with a bunch of super units, and he's like fine. But from what I've seen from Cell, like I enjoy Cell, I like Cell a lot, but I just haven't used them because it's just been like, especially now, it's been like Super Saiyan 4s. It's been like, it's been the fusions. Like that's what it's been to kind of clear a lot of this content. Now that I have a lot of the missions done and whatnot, I'm gonna go back through with some other teams, kind of test out some other teams, and not just use Gogeta and Vegito all day every day anymore. But I like Cell. I do like Cell. I think it's really fun. I'm sorry I haven't used him a lot. I just haven't. But I think he's way better than Gohan. Gohan can hit like a nuclear bomb offensively, but his defense is a little less, and and it's not bad because he gets damage reduction. I think it's with 3 orbs. I think 3 orbs you get. I believe it's 50% damage reduction. So he's not like bad or defensively or anything, but like you need a lot of orbs for offensive to be a nuke. And it's not that hard to get, but I don't know. I've used Gohan, like I said, about like 10, 15 times, but I just don't. I don't know. He's just the last second option. Obviously, he supports too. Like a lot of these support and whatnot too, which is helpful. And Gohan like has pretty good support, but I don't know. I would just rather like throw someone else on the team, or throw like Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks or something like that. Or I would just have like these six. It'd be something like that. Like I don't know. I wish like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohans could have linked, but I don't know how you would do that if you have a standalone. I don't know. They could have made this like a Gohan, Goku. They could have made that the exchange, honestly. Like a Goku that exchanges into Gohan. And I don't mean the tag, I mean the actual exchange system that we've had since like, oh god, 2020, I think, 2021. The very first ones were the Tech Super Saiyan Goku into Super Saiyan Gohan, and the Super Saiyan Vegeta into Super Saiyan Trunks. Which again had the actual exchange, so they could have done something like that. But again, I get wanting to just have a standalone Super Saiyan 2 for the anniversary. But I don't know. I don't really. He's okay. God. God. So this row is basically gods right here. Like this is, and I guess like you could probably argue Vegeta above Goku in tier list and whatnot. Vegeta is just so good. He's so freaking good. Um, I I don't know what I like. I don't have a lot bad to say about him. Like I don't. Goku, on the other hand, is he's very offensive, and they made that it was STR only to get damage reduction. And yes, he changes key spheres, the STR key spheres, but it should have just been every key sphere gives them damage reduction. Like, why not? When you have Gogeta and Vegito in the game, when you have the 7th anniversary LRs in the game, when you have literally the counterpart, Grade 8 Vegeta, literally like another Beast Gohan, why can't you just be like, oh yeah, by the way, every key sphere you get for Goku is 4% damage reduction? Like, I understand not wanting to, go do like 10% or 15%. If they were gonna, do it for all key spheres, but they should have. If they weren't gonna do every key sphere, it should have been 10%, like for every STR key sphere obtained for Goku or something. And I know only 10 orbs and he's got 100% damage reduction. I know, I get that, but like, I haven't had the best luck with his STR orb changing, and then usually you can't put him in slot 1 because you need someone else to go in slot 1 for him to literally tank so we can see him super in slot 2. Like, I don't know. They should have buff it up to 6%, and maybe they should have done 6% damage reduction or something. I just like 4% is just not enough, especially when it's only STR key spheres. But he's a fun unit to play with. He's still a really fun unit. Obviously, you don't see his intro a lot. There are a couple fights now that you can get his intro, and same with Great Ape Vegeta, which makes him a little bit stronger. But I believe Goku only gets offense on his intro, so like I think they actually both only get offense. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not as big a fan of Goku. Like he's a fun unit. He's an interesting unit, but I just hate that STR is how you get damage reduction. Again, it should have been you want to raise that to like 8%, double it, go 8%, go 10% with that per STR key sphere. Then he's a slot 1 unit, and he's like really helpful. Like he's just so much better. Like it'd just be so much better if they again either raised the percentage or just made it all key spheres. But it is what it is. And then finally we have the Namek Goku. We'll go here and we'll go here. I have played with Namek Goku more than I played with Frieza because there's been a lot more discussion on Namek Goku, so I want to kind of give my own thoughts on him. He's fun. When he has that guard up for the first 6, I gotta double check that. I don't know how many turns he has guard. I think it's 6 turns. He's he's a capable unit. You can put him outside of slot 1 and oh shoot, I gotta go back again. You can put him outside of slot 1 with that guard, and he can be, capable-ish. Let's see. 6 turns, yes. So 6 turns. He's got 30% damage reduction in slot 1. He's got an extra 20%. So like he's built for slot 1. The problem is he doesn't build up fast enough. Like they should have made this like massively raised defense. And the funny thing, so he's got greatly raised defense, right? This man has greatly raised defense, or attacking defense on 18 key, greatly raised defense on 12 key. The gods obviously have it on both, but for some reason the gods are hitting a million defense like turn 1. And that's mainly because the gods can like, or the gods in Super Saiyan 4s do like 4 or 5 supers. This guy, if you have it in slot 1, he can do 1, 2. Wow. Yeah. So he does two supers, and you have to have them basically unless there's an AOE. You can't really use. Well, I mean, you can you get an additional super in slot 2, right? 2 or 3. So obviously it's 2 in slot 1, 2 in slot 2 or 3, and obviously if there is an AOE, you can get that proc. He receives an attack. I guess it is for 4 turns. Okay, I guess technically it is for 4 turns. So you can do 3. And if you get hidden potential, you can do 4. But it's so hard to like get 3 or 4 with this guy. It feels like I've had a lot of 1 or 2 turn stacks, and it's just like, okay, well, I need you to build up a little faster, especially when you have bosses that are supering for like 6 million attack. Like he just gets killed. He's a fish, especially after his defense, or not his defense, his guard runs out, because these fights are going 10, 15 turns. And if you don't have the fusions on your team, it can go like 20 turns. So I obviously by turn 20 is capable, but when you have one thing that comes to mind is there's a Ribrianne boss in the Battle Hardened Foes or whatever. I think it's the Dragon Ball Super Part 1. You have it's like turn 3 you usually get to the giant Ribrianne. And her second turn, so basically turn 5, she does 9 million. 9 million for a super. I saw someone calculated it out. So like Goku's not ready for that for 9 million. There's obviously a lot of other bosses out there and whatnot right now too. But like he's okay. He's not like he's fun. But I think they should have went a little more overboard and gave him like 3 to 4 additional supers. Obviously, again, they kind of save that all for the gods and the Super Saiyan 4s. And then Frieza, on the other hand, so obviously Goku has 50% damage reduction and blah 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 stats and whatnot, and he's stacking. Frieza stacks attack on his 12 key rather than defense. I don't know why that was not coming to me. He also he for some reason built up damage reduction, so he starts out technically at 27% damage reduction, and he can get up to 40. But he also has an additional 30% damage reduction too in his kit. So like he's way better defensively. So if you have him in slot 1, you have 50, 60, 70% damage reduction. Again, he's stacking defense on his 18 key. He's raising defense for 1 turn on his 12 key. So for that turn he's like, a little tankier. But obviously deeper you get in, he's his defense will be better. And you'll be able to survive more supers or whatever. But he's basically at 70% damage reduction. And obviously he gets stats too. What does he get for stats? I'm trying to remember. He gets key. Oh, okay. All right. He only gets 50% attack and defense when he receives attack. Okay. I thought he had like stacked it up to like 50% or something. Okay. So it's just 1 hit and he gets it too. I believe Namek Goku, I was just on his page. I believe he builds up his attack and defense, right? Let me go back here and just double check this real quick. Yeah, he built that's okay. So that's what I was getting confused. So Namek Goku builds up his attack and defense after getting hit. Frieza just needs to be hit once, and he has an additional 50% attack and defense. But again, he's going to damage reduction too as he gets hit, up to 20% extra damage reduction. So Frieza's really fun. But again, the problem, like my problem is mainly a super heavy celebration because it's the anniversary. So when we get more, villain leads and whatever, which probably like worldwide, whoever that villain is probably going to be, amazing. And I'm sure Frieza will have a resurgence again. With that, maybe, I mean, it could be a Frieza related unit. We don't know. But like, I don't really like running like the Int Frieza, the Exchange Frieza. I'm not a fan of that unit at all. Obviously the leader skill is pretty good. Battle of Fate is really good, 220% for that. But you have to bring 2 Friezas, and it's just like, really? Really? I have to survive the turn 4 just to get Goku, and then you have a better chance of surviving. But I really love Frieza. It's just, again, my problem is I'm running mainly super heavy teams. But that Majin Buu team is really fun to run. You can throw like Janemba on like some other extreme teams or whatever. Throw him on that Majin Buu team. I believe he's under that leader skill. I don't like, again, I haven't used Cell a lot, but again, like he's a good unit. And then obviously Frieza, you can. I have run him with some super units for some missions and whatnot. I forget what mission I did it with, but yeah, like he's just really fun. So that's my ranking for how fun these units are. Not official rankings or anything. Let me know down below between all the 10th anniversary units. And again, if we get an EX part, I'm going to have to come back to this and be like, oh yeah, we're going to add them here. Whoever easy A's or super easy A's. Maybe what they could do is a free-to-play. Well, I guess they went to another free-to-play LR. Well, they could. Bio Brawly. I mean, he was part 3 technically, but we got a free-to-play Prime Battle LR. Like they could do a Prime Battle LR for the EX part of the 10th anniversary. Why not? I think anything's on the table right now. So again, let me know what your thoughts are as far as how fun are the units that you have to play with and whatnot. And again, I might come back later this month if there is some more easy A's, super easy A's, or again like a free to play LR or free to play TUR or something comes out. Which, by the way, I didn't even rank the free-to-play units on here because they actually don't have them on this list. This is all just like summonable units and whatever. So I haven't really. I think I've used that Trunks like once, and that DKP is pretty funny. I guess I put him right here, and they did good. I think that's where I put DKP. But that Trunks I'd probably put like down here. Like I just haven't used them. I never really cared about that Trunks unit at all. But yeah, so. Like, subscribe, share, and I'm out of here. Peace.